you can use RPE, a scale of 1 to 10, or the Borg scale. I think it goes to something weird like 18 or something. But that needs to be learnt, and people need to learn what a 1 is, what a 2 is, what a 3 is. So that tends to be more well-trained athletes. It's a tough one because you've got to give the people the experiences to understand what flat out is, what mid-ground is, and what 0 is. But they've got to be willing to experience that as well. Very often you can, tricks of the trade, so, when people are counting a barbell, especially if you're PTing someone, they very, very often, they let you count for them. Chuck it on, give them a go. Or something we found with rugby boys lately is just having your hand on the bar. You don't lift it at all, but as soon as your hand's there, they're not scared to drop the bar. So the bar suddenly moves. And I think there's not really a technique that fits everyone. There's you as a coach learning what works for your athlete. Some love the technical side of things. They love to hear the ins and outs, the next steps, each point broken down. With your squat, I need you to do this. With your deadlift, this, that, because of this. For the gymnastics example, look, you can land from that height. You can tumble in the air and you can rotate and control your body, and which means you can get into a landing position. And we know, I've seen you take off. Well, there's the 3 bits. You can do each part. But the ultimate step is, I think, getting your athlete to trust your judgment. As soon as they trust you, unbiasedly or fully trust you, if you say, I believe in you here, most athletes go, okay. And if they've got a slight safety net, whether it's you behind them or hand on bar, or they know what they can do with the bar or the movement if something goes wrong, they have another level of belief, and they suddenly believe in themselves. But the first step, I think, is believing in you as a coach. And that all comes down to the human element. Like, my internal laugh when he hears this, because I'm always, right, technical, let's go for this, let's work on that. That's the component we're looking for, and that's how I'm going to explain it to the athlete. But very often it's the psychological and it's the belief in the coach. It's something that you spend a lot of time investing in, and if you don't, it shows in the progression of your athletes. They may not progress unless they're a high-level elite athlete and they understand that it's just get in the gym or get in the field or get in the area and get it done. But 90% of your athletes, if they believe in you and they believe in your judgment, it can add 10, 15, 20% of their performance, because like you were saying, well, I believe you can do it. And they go, okay, right, so there's belief in me. Do I believe I can do it myself? Well, they believe I can do it, and then they're right. I've done all the components. Oh, go on, and I'll give it a go. And even if it goes wrong, if you're there, they'll look to you. The first thing, a child falls, it looks for its parents. An athlete falls, it looks for coach, because they need reassurance, feedback. They need information, and we're all hardwired to want some kind of feedback or response. So, I think belief in that person and the human element, the human connection, is probably the best way to get an athlete to trust themselves, is when they trust you.
I can say I've had that experience